This is Microphone Rocky, and I'm here with my man Will Morgan with Will's Fantasy Favorites. He's got the latest and greatest sports fantasy picks around the league right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Will's Fantasy Favorites. I'm your host, Mr. William Morgan, and I have two of the most prestigious gentlemen I have met in any fantasy league. We're going to break down the week in fantasy sports. We're going to talk about Monday Night Football, some guys you should be looking out for, some guys you should buy low, sell high. We're going to go about the whole gambit today. But first, let me bring in my co-host, and bring in, first of all, that fantasy guy. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man, chilling. And next up, let me bring in my man, Roman Player.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Same here, man. Same here. Not so much in our league, but in other leagues, I'm all right. So I'm in like 30-something leagues, so I kind of insulate myself. If I fail in one,
people, so you gotta expect some kind of somebody to tank.
Yeah, true. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the Monday night recap. I want to talk about the Saints and the Seahawks. Man, Alvin Kamara balled out. I think you got him on your team, that fantasy guy, in our league.
That. I only have him in a few leagues. I'm in like 60 leagues, man. I'm not counting best ball, just dynasty and redraft. But I had him in my home league where I was down like 30-something points.
Wow.
And I had him in our reality league where I was going for the high score of the week, and I won in the home league and got that high score in this week. So hey, salute to that man.
Yeah, salute to him. Now, Roman, what was your thoughts on Alvin Kamara's performance?
Man, he needs some help.
Well, he just got some.
Now, if you want to call that help,
he just got some. Mark Ingram was traded to the Saints.
I saw that earlier. I don't know if I call that help.
Hey, he still has some good plays once in a while. With Baltimore and with Houston. Just bad team with Houston. So I don't know. Hopefully he just comes in, kind of give Kamara a break. At least they know he can catch the ball. Yeah.
I don't know if that helps that offense though, because to me they still are so wide receiver deficient. And I know Michael Thomas has been out, but good Lord, man. Yeah, I'm a Saints fan. And I can honestly say Tre'Quan Smith, he might be a nice guy, but in terms of playing, being a fantasy player, no. Just no. I can see why James got upset at him. I can really see why they got at it. But the Saints are going. I think the Saints are going to struggle this week. You can't run the football against that Tampa Bay front seven. You got to throw against that secondary. And I just
better at Chicago.
Yeah,
you better Elbert.
I just think
he's the only one. He's the only one you can ask.
Yep. I just think the Saints are going to be in trouble, man. Let me jump on real quick to DK Metcalf on the other side of the equation. He ripped off that long touchdown run, broke tackles and everything. He reminded me of Marshawn Lynch all over again. Oh my goodness.
Hey, that was the only thing he had though.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. They pretty much held him in check, but that one run,
one run was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
It was worth the watch. It's the only play of the game to watch. And
well, there's some people that benched Metcalf because they didn't trust Geno. Now I don't have really any Metcalf ownership, but I got a lot of Lockett. I benched Lockett, and that was the right move.
Yeah, that was.
I have in our league. I do have DK, and thankfully I wasn't relying on him, going into the game. But I would have been ecstatic when I seen that play. Even more so than what I was. I'm looking at the other direction. I don't like Geno Smith either. I'm just hoping that, man, DK's so big, it's so safe. Just hey, you're gonna throw to somebody.
Help.
Yeah.
Throw to somebody, beside, do it to him. Throw it to him.
Oh yeah. Now, I also want to talk about real quick Alex Collins real fast. Now I know fantasy guy, you have Chris Carson. Were you impressed with Collins in this game at all? I wasn't.
I mean, 5.4 fantasy points.
Mm,
How could you be impressed with that? I mean, but it's the Saints. Saints got a good run defense.
yes.
So I mean, you would have had to been running your ass off to have a good day against them. So
Oh yeah. Most
Yeah, give Winston or Gino a little bit of credit is the fact that he didn't have a lot of help on that offensive line. They were blitzing that dude, and even when they didn't blitz, they were just getting at him. And I think he did as good as he could have done with not throwing as many interceptions. Because
Right.
they were pressuring him, and before he would have just launched them. I think they kind of got in and said like, we don't do that here.
Because
as far as Collins goes, man, that was just he was so melancholy. I was not impressed with his enthusiasm. Like it didn't look like he wanted, like he gave up, already.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have any heart. It was just not no energy, and that's no fun to watch. You watch him get the ball and you're like, well, this is not going to be anything spectacular.
Yeah, no burst at all. Just no burst at all. Were you guys impressed with either one of the defenses in this game?
So the offense wasn't that great to begin with. So
either side.
You can't take everything away from him though. New Orleans shutting DK down like they did after that one play was what they had to do.
Yeah.
And if you look at that one play, it looked like offensive interference. To be honest, I don't think that play should have happened.
They were fighting all game.
He pulled that man's arm down.
That's a good point. All right, guys. Don't forget, you can catch us on the Beyond the Headlines podcast with Renee Washington. Every day we come up with a new episode, 96.9 FM, 1340 AM on Fox Sports. All right, let's move on to our next segment. Buy low, sell high. I'm going to put some names out here, some guys. I want to get your thoughts on them. Roman, I'll start with you. Keenan Allen.
That's my thought, but if he's had a couple good outings, I wouldn't bet against him. I'll tell you that, that high powered offense, he's going to get his eventually.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. And I'm willing to buy him low. I'm not willing to buy him high at all. I want to get him at a Julio Jones price.
Right. What you think, fantasy guy?
I've never been a Keenan Allen fan. I mean, if you're looking for this to revert, then you hoping for Mike Williams' injury most likely, because Mike Williams has arrived, and and he is the man over there. So I'm leaving it alone. I'll sell high before I buy low.
Let's move on to our next guy, Mark Andrews. What y'all think?
Let me pull up Mark Andrews' number.
I'm so on Mark. I have him in a bunch of leagues because he was like the tight end to get for me. He's right there every spot, every league. He was like right there. And, you got to have a quality tight end because I don't want to be trying to stream tight ends every week. You want to be able to hit somebody consistent. So he was like right there, round 5, round 6. So I said, what the heck, man? But I don't know. He's had some big games, but I don't know.
You take out one game, he's been pretty average, to be honest. I'm looking at his numbers, been pretty average. 5, 10, 15, 11, 41, 17, 7. So you take out that one game, the dude has been average, but at the end of the day, that's what you will get from the tight end position is, it's not too many tight ends that offer that consistency. It's going to be touchdowns. It's going to be the main thing that shift the variance. So at the end of the day, all you can do is keep them. What you're selling them for? Because I personally play like I need one of them elite tight ends. I don't like the
kind of stream. Yep.
Streaming tight ends. I'm just not with it. Give me one on the top tier, and that's how I roll.
What you think, Roman?
I like to take my chances, man. I like to get in there and get in the mud and something.
He said the mud.
It's shiny, That's what I like. I like Mike Gesicki. That's what I like. I I had him in 2 leagues, and man, I wanted to drop him so bad.
Good thing you didn't.
I even made some trade offers, including I was like trying to throw him in there. You know,
he didn't have no appeal before the season started.
Oh yeah, no. Last year I had him. I can't remember who my tight ends were, but I had him behind guys that sometimes when they were having down weeks, I put them in, and I wasn't too embarrassed by it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If your backup tight end gets you 8 points, you're going to be happy.
You'll be happy with that.
But I knew this offense was coming along, and I was hoping that he would stay a focal point. And so far, he with both quarterbacks, he was one of the top guys. But as far as Andrews, he's one of the top guys, definitely. And I'm not willing to pay the price for a top tight end for a Kelsey, a Kittle, or Andrews. If I could get him in the steal like I did with Gesicki, and Gesicki ends up doing what Andrews did and becomes a top, 3rd, 4th round pick next year, I'm not going to draft him. Depending on how the draft. I have done it before, but it's not my favorite thing to do by any means. But Andrews, he still has name appeal. He has a lot of potential. He has the offense that they've used him like that. It's not like it's a different quarterback. It'll happen. And I think people are willing to buy high on him. You got a package deal that.
Right. And the question would be: Are we talking redraft, or are we talking dynasty? Because when it comes to redraft, it's hard to trade tight ends. It's gonna be some kind of package deal where you get a tight end back. You can't really trade big because most redraft leagues are not tight end premiums, so therefore tight ends don't have as much appeal.
That's correct.
You can go out there and get a Ricky Seals-Jones right now, and
this was the season to not buy in on tight ends.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, this is the season I decided to buy in on tight ends. High-end tight ends, but this was the season not to, because you had people like you had Dalton Knox, you had Ricky Seals-Jones. You could have got people that you could have got easily been streaming every week comfortably.
Yep.
What's Oakland's backup? Moreau.
Moreau. Yep.
Y'all like that play? I went and picked that boy up.
I like that. Yeah.
It was like Waller's out. I picked him up. I'm like, let me go into my other league where I got Waller and see what's going on. I didn't pick him up.
Next guy on tap, DJ Moore.
He done slowed down.
Yeah,
he was balling out of control. The first half of the season, he slowed down. But guess what? His quarterback has slowed down, so that might have something to do with it.
It might. And now he's got PJ. He's got PJ back there now. I think Romy's trying to work out some technical issues.
I'm not hearing nothing, just so you know.
Okay. Make sure I'm not on mute. Nope.
I hear you.
I hear you fine.
Good.
I hear you. Mm-hmm. Yep. But I think that DJ Moore is hurt by quarterback play. And Hubbard, he's still doing his thing in place of. Okay, hopefully he'll be back. He's doing his thing for Christian McCaffrey, so hopefully he'll be back. Do you think DJ Moore can recover?
Okay, so it's gonna be that quarterback play. I think their schedule get a little better in the second half of the season. I think that's what I heard somewhere. But if Donaldson goes, I don't know. But I don't think they're gonna keep that Walker kid in long. I mean, you gotta go ahead. I mean, you traded for Donald. If you want to mess up his confidence, go ahead and start Walker. Then you just wasted that trade.
Sure did.
You did.
Sure did. What you think about DJ Moore, Roman?
The offense has took definitely a downward spiral. They don't have my confidence that they can turn it around. I mean, they might have he might have 1 or 2 games where he catches a touchdown, maybe 2 one time. I'm not buying him at all. I'm stay away from that dude.
And then we'll talk about this dude a little bit later. But Robbie Anderson, boy, we'll talk about him a little bit later. Oh my gosh. Next dude, Robert Woods.
Roman, I'll let you go.
Yeah, man. He's risky, man. They like to target the guys. You know, he gets stuck on one guy, and it's just 14 targets. You know, and that makes you kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, Woods has had his, but not very often.
It's Cooper Kupp that's dominating that offense this year. Oh, wow.
He used to be almost 50-50, and now
he's
out.
Did you guys see this from Cooper Kupp this year? I didn't see it.
Heck no. I mean, there was a chance, and I didn't bank on it. I mean, I didn't bank on it because I just was like, well, we knew there was going to be an uptick in that offense with Stafford going there. That was a guarantee. The question is, who was going to get it? I think more people seem like they banked on Woods than Kupp.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be more, the uptick with Stafford. I thought it was going to be more, but more of the same.
Right.
In the same way as they were getting it.
Man, let's go into some risers and some fallers right now. Guy I'm about to bring up, he plays for the Jets, so I don't know how much you guys seen of him. Michael Carter.
I want to see what they do with Flacco and how that affects it.
Yeah.
If this is a little bit of the old Flacco, I'm going to be excited. I'm for Michael Carter because that just means a better tempo offense.
Right.
Well, he been rising 3 points, 10 points, 5, 10, 14, 16. And with the rising points, he also been rising in snap share. So that's the key to it. So, hey, they keep giving the ball to him. He going to keep making things happen.
And with Coleman being nicked up, he should see almost all the touches behind that line. Oh my goodness. A dude I got in our league, I hate him. I hate this dude. I hate this dude. Mike Davis, man. You were supposed to come in and be the man. Now you don't let Cordell Patterson take all your mojo, all your touches, all your touchdowns. Bruh, I'm speaking as a fan when not as an analyst, but as a fan when it comes to him. Bruh, I don't know. You did pretty good in Carolina, but you get with Atlanta, and it's like you've just deteriorated. Should we cut bait on Mike Davis?
Oh, definitely. If anyone is starting them, they're desperate.
Yeah.
There are some dynasty leagues that I still have to start Mike Davis because I'm desperate at the running back position. There is nowhere in redraft where I'm starting them. I would have grabbed somebody else.
Okay.
I thought I was going to have Christian McCaffrey's backup as the number one running back in Atlanta. You know what I mean? That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it didn't work out that way.
Who was they leading?
There is a Christian McCaffrey looking like in Atlanta in a backfield. The problem is it's just not Mike Davis.
Exactly.
Because Patterson been killing it.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
man.
I'll tell you this: at our draft, fellas, you were like, I use this website to show me the percent of guys that you have drafted.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, who you got for me? You pulled me up, Mike Davis. I was like, nah, man, I only got him in like a couple. Hey. I was mad because I was like, dang, he's right.
Oh man, just a huge big disappointment. Another dude, Myles Gaskin.
Oh, he's got a good opportunity this weekend.
He does.
It seems like whenever they play the harder competition that is hard to run on and they have to throw the ball, that's when you can, guarantee pretty much a decent game from him.
And with Brown being hurt, nicked up, he's going to get all the touches there. I mean, I know Hamed might have a little bit of work, but for the most part, it should just be Gaskin. He's into the bye week, but I'll go ahead and bring him up. Josh Jacobs.
He's been a bit of a letdown this year.
Yeah.
I would still definitely keep him. I think he could rise. I think I would be willing to bet that he would rise. Hopefully,
But has he really been a letdown? Because think about where he was drafted. Has he been a real letdown? He wasn't drafted high this year.
That's true.
It was like the third round, if I'm not mistaken. People was taking Josh Jacobs.
Third, fourth round.
And if you getting this last 3 games he played 16, 15, 15, what you expecting if that's where you drafted it at?
That's a good point.
I mean, we knew that when Drake got signed, we was like, we didn't think highly. we didn't think highly of what was going on and with the Raiders anyway. I think at this draft capital, he's fine. I mean, we just got to get him to stay healthy.
I was looking more for a Derrick Henry-esque, and not as to the extreme, obviously, damn 40 points every other week.
Right.
But a Delvin Cook numbers, you can give me 14 points, 15 points, but what everybody wants, like, I'm banking on this guy to come out and be a first round pick next year.
But somebody you just got in the 3rd and 4th round, how you expect that from that?
From him, I was hoping that and buying into him because I believe that he could take that next step to be that guy, and he hasn't done that for me.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem.
Is my expectations.
The NFL is crazy because I seen on Jacobs in college. He was a pass catching savant.
He was.
And then he get to the NFL and they don't throw the ball to him. I'm confused. I am confused. He can catch the ball, but they don't throw the ball to him. So he'll never unlock what he needs to be if they're not throwing the ball. Throwing the ball to him and showing his true nature. It's like down in Kansas City. What the are we doing? What are we doing? CEH, you got CEH to catch the ball, right? You was comparing him to a great pass catcher, but then you don't throw the ball to him. You could have had any running back. They could have had Jonathan Taylor, and I bet you they wouldn't have that record now. They would have had Jonathan Taylor. They could have had Jonathan Taylor. They could have had Swift. Anybody, but they chose him only not to highlight his strengths. I don't understand the NFL.
It seems to be pass catching from a running back is more of a specialty than it used to be. Back in the day, your number one had to do both. Now you got guys that's their specialty. Now he's not having the best year in the world, but Nyheim Hines is in that category. Michael Carter, to an extent, is in that category, and it does boggle the mind because things have changed so much since 5-10 years ago in the NFL, particularly at the running back spot. Used to have bell cows. Now you got committees.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy on the list, Michael Pittman.
I've been waiting on Michael Pittman.
I got
the longest. I've been waiting on him.
I got him in one of my ESPN leagues. He helped me get a big comeback win this week. I like Michael Pittman a lot. My only fear, if T.Y. Hilton comes back and he start balling, that's my only fear. That's my only fear if T.Y. comes back and starts balling, which is a possibility. And then you also have to have in the back of your mind, Carson Wentz can get hurt in any moment. Roman, you can look at him wrong. He might get hurt.
Durable over in Philly. And it's kind of from it. But I like what I've seen from Wentz and Pittman. I'm not gonna lie, I waited too long. I waited too long to go after him, and now it's gonna be more than what I want to spend because of you haven't seen it before.
Right.
You can't bank it on nothing.
Right.
You're not full credit.
You don't have no past history. You just have some glimpses of his rookie year. But that's my thing with him. He's tied to Hurts staying healthy. We can look at him wrong and it hurt. And Carson Wentz could get healthy, so be messed up for the rest of the season. That's my only concern with that situation is Wentz's health. But if he stays healthy and he's balling right now, they're running the football, they're passing it effectively. He's coming up to be, if you're in 2 quarterback leagues, he looks like he's shaping up to be a good number 2 QB. So I gotta give Wentz that. I brought his name up earlier. I'll do it again. Robbie Anderson.
Drop.
with no equivocation, just drop it. Just drop it.
Because I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I just seen him dropped on the league, yesterday. Well, what today is? A Wednesday? Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing the waiver wire. I saw him drop.
Man, yeah, just drop him. He's known for stretching the field, getting being your downfield home run guy. He hasn't been doing that. So yeah, most definitely drop him.
I like rooting for him though. You know, when he's
Yeah.
doing good, rooting for him. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
He was the underdog, you know, in a few of our leagues, and when he was doing his thing, it was nice. You know, it's nice to watch.
Yeah. I'm going to the next guy, Odell Beckham Jr. I got him in the league. I don't want to.
He hurting you then.
I don't want to drop him. I don't want to drop him because you see the talent is there. You see the talent is there, but for some reason Baker don't want to throw to the man. Baker don't want to throw to him. I don't understand that. But yeah, so you guys say drop him?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about drop him, but his name always holds weight. You can trade him. That's always someone that hopes that this man going to do well every year.
Exactly.
Go ahead and trade him to the fool in your league. You know, there's always that sucker in the league. Trade him to the sucker. You got to find a sucker.
At them our deal, you know.
Oh man.
Might not fall for that.
All right, guys, we're going to finish up this edition of Will's Fantasy Favorites. And don't forget, you can catch us on the Beyond the Headlines podcast with Renee Washington on Fox Sports 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. We're going to finish up this show with guys who can boom this week. One of the guys I picked, Chase Claypool. What do you guys think? Think he can boom?
Y'all going to have to tell me who they playing because I don't know who these people playing. So you got to tell me who they playing.
Oh, I think he's playing Cleveland.
It's hard.
There could be some points in this game, and you know, I don't know if he'll be the one getting them, but I think there could definitely be some points in this game. If it goes over, I would definitely say he was in the double digits and you know, around 14, 15 points. That's where I would put him at if this goes over.
Well, he is definitely a boom or bust player, and you can't look for him to get the targets because all the targets going to Johnson. All the targets. I'll be saying 11, 12. This man getting all the targets. So if he booms, he's going to have to work for it. He's going to get all the
Break play.
I think too, Big Ben's going. All it takes is one throw, but Big Ben is definitely not Big Ben anymore. You can make the case Big Ben should have retired 2 years ago. But Big Ben is not Big Ben anymore. So, but all it takes is one throw. Another guy, we got Michael Carter from the Jets, guy who can boom this week. We talked about him earlier, going to get some increased snap shares with his running mates being sort of kind of hobbled. What do you guys think about him this week?
And who's he playing?
I don't have any shares in Michael Carter.
I seen a notification that Mike White is supposed to be starting.
Yes.
This game. I don't expect no boom. I don't expect a boom.
Oh gosh.
He might have a decent game, a good game, but no boom.
They're going to schedule this game over in England. The only way they're going to get fans to go to
it. Oh man, he doesn't look to be a big bruising back. He's a small back, and they play the Bengals, by the way. But he's a small type of running back. But I don't know if I want to go against the Bengals, particularly after the weekend that they had against the Ravens. Oh my goodness, they shut down everything Baltimore was doing. Lamar was getting just chased, and that was something to see. All right, next guy on the list, Courtland Sutton.
He should have been your sell high. Since Jerry Jeudy coming back, he should have been on the sell high list.
Yeah, he is playing up against. Give me a second. They got the football team this week. So he should do. My only issue with Jeudy coming back, the Sutton and Tim Patrick take a step down with Jeudy coming back.
Oh, Tim Patrick, definitely.
Yeah. I think it's gonna hurt Tim. I think it's gonna hurt Tim Patrick a lot.
Sutton probably gonna get his, but if you're looking for a boom or game-winning week from him? Probably not.
He's a flex play for sure. If if you have to, if you got to pick between him and Crowder or something,
Yeah.
Now this next guy could have a boom week.
Oh yeah, Kenneth Gainwell, Philadelphia Eagles. He got a boom week. Anybody got any issues with Gainwell? It seems to me he's going to be maybe a 1 week rental. Then after that, he goes back to being just Miles Sanders backup.
What I've seen Gainwell outscore Sanders a couple games being his backup. So, that's why I say he has a chance to have a boom on week. I don't know if he can handle a lot of carries, but if he get a good amount of carries and they throwing a ball to him, he got a chance to boom. I really do like Gainwell. I like them as a prospect.
Plus Boston Scott still going to be kind of hovering around there. But Gainwell should do well. He got the Lions this week, so he should do well.
Go ahead, Roman.
I would put him around like a Tony Pollard. He might mess around and steal a couple touchdowns. You might get lucky. Goal line work, but that's getting lucky. And other than that, I don't see him getting more than half a dozen points.
I know NFL.com got that man projected for 19 fantasy points.
Hold up, you said half a dozen?
No, I'm talking about
oh, you talking about Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. That's the question, because like I said, NFL teams be doing some weird stuff. They haven't been playing Boston Scott at all. Next thing you know, he come in the game, he get more touches than Gainwell. They be doing some weird stuff, man. Yeah. So as long as they don't do nothing crazy like that, Gainwell should have a good game.
That man on NFL.com is projected to score 19 fantasy points. Y'all think he hold up? Y'all think he holds up to that?
He will get close.
Hey, they're supposed to be good at their job, right? With these projections.
Oh man, we'll see if he can hold that score.
I wouldn't be afraid to put that on the under.
Yeah.
Oh no, I wouldn't be afraid to do that. Who they playing?
Me neither. They got the Lions this week.
Oh, that's why. That's why it's high. You guys got what you got? Where would you slot Gainwell, as a flex or number 2 back? He could be a number 2 this week.
Yeah, I think if you have him to play, you would put him at your 2.
Because I got a situation in one of my leagues right now. I got Elijah Mitchell and Kenneth Gainwell, and I don't know who I want to put as my number 2 yet.
Well, who you got as your flex? Why they can't both play?
Who I have my flex? I got T. Higgins as my flex in that league. So I can take T. Higgins out. I can take Higgins out.
Nah. I wouldn't have T.
I'm gonna take T. Higgins out, put him in there.
I root for him,
Yeah, I like T. Higgins. I do.
I like T. Higgins.
Yeah.
But old boy came in and he let you know he the cookie master. Everything will be ate by him. That's the alpha.
Lilith, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate you, Lilith. Thank you so much. Oh man, yes sir. There you go.
He didn't kill board value. He didn't knock down Higgins value. This man coming in eating everything.
Yeah, he is, man. Hey, man, I'm telling you, Chase is no joke. A guy who's really been underperforming, but with the Packers' opponent this week, Robert Tonyan.
Ooh, man.
He said no.
I like Robert as a talent, but the man been trashed this year. And as soon as people dropped him in his league, he decided to show up.
I think he's a decent option to stream this week if you need. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The Adams going down and Lazard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a good point. And we don't know if
COVID, right? They're definitely not playing.
No, Adams is unlikely to finish the protocol or whatever before the Thursday night game. So I don't know if that means there's a chance he could. I don't know why they just didn't say that. That he could. There's a chance he could, or there's no chance he couldn't play.
If Adams don't play, he's on and popping.
Yeah. I wonder if we get MVS back. I wonder if he's
still on IR.
I think he's still on IR.
No, he's coming back.
He's coming back. Okay.
That they're expecting him to play.
Okay.
That's that 6'5" guy, right?
Yeah. That's that big dude. They got the Cardinals this week. But yeah, that's gonna be a tough one for them. They're gonna have to throw the football. So that's true. Minnesota receiver look like he's in the third rotation for him. KJ Osborne.
I play a lot of Osborne when it's best to play whenever they have tougher matchups. So whenever the number 1, number 2 is guarded, hey, he usually show up. So I play him this week. Boom, you talking about boom?
Yeah,
I don't know about that flex production. Yeah, maybe so.
They got the Cowboys this week. And even with Trayvon Diggs, they still give up a lot of points to receivers. So yeah. What you think, Roman?
You're gonna be feeding them at the same time.
Oh man. A dude who I have in our Real Reality Fantasy Football League, Hunter Henry. Okay, I'm kind of feeling Hunter Henry a little bit this week. Just a little bit. I'm feeling Hunter Henry this week.
I think him and Matt got a little chemistry going, a little love for each other. I'm willing to keep him if I have him. I don't think I'll play him over a Gesicki or maybe not even over Higbee.
Right.
That's who I have in our league that you have him in. But I would definitely, if I had him, I'd definitely keep him and just keep my eye on him. And then hopefully that the 1 week that I do have to play him, or decide, if Higbee had a bad week, I'm going to try my luck with this guy. I think he could possibly come through.
They got the Chargers this week, so that's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, he's a streamer. I don't look for no big game from him though.
No.
Yeah, maybe what 5 for 70 in a TD, something like that.
Maybe. I doubt that much. He's asking for a lot. Look, I'm like, I doubt that much, but
he might.
The man been average. The man got 2 receptions in the last 2 games.
Man, again, the fans speaking. I got him on a lot of teams. So
hold up. Matter of fact, let me put it back in perspective for you. The last 2 games, it's been 2 receptions, 25 yards. 2 receptions, 23 yards. Come back to reality.
Hey, a brother can hope. Brother can wish. And the last guy on the list, Darius Slayton from the New York Giants. I kind of like Slayton a little bit this week.
Man, this receiver core cashes out sometimes, but it's musical chairs. And everybody, getting hurt, and it's just somebody. I stay away from all these guys,
right?
Just because I don't want to play musical chairs and have to figure out which one is going to do it. I mean, if I have them, I'm going to keep him. If he, as long as he's playing and other guys are out, because that's only it's the only chance that you can bank on it. If something's going to happen. And
right. I think the only thing, 1, they play against the Chiefs this week. 2, I don't know if Sterling Shepard's going to come back, and 3, I don't know if they get Kadarius Toney back. So that's why I said I kind of like him a little bit, but
those guys are coming back, or not both, but Tony was coming back.
Coming back. Okay.
I got it. I can't remember though. I can't remember if that was.
I'll put my money on Tony to boom before I put it on Slayton.
Yeah, if Tony comes back. Yeah, if Tony comes back, I agree.
Slayton has, I don't know about boom ability. He has flex boom ability, but he's just a guy to me, a fast guy, but just a guy. He's not that talented at all.
Just a guy.
He's gotten a trade that you really wanted.
All right, guys. Before we finish up, I want a player from you guys who we really should be watching this week. Roman, I'll start with you. Who's that one player, that one guy that you're watching this week?
I want to see what Herbert does. Herbert over in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
They have him projected in early, I think around like 14 points. And
what?
Yeah. And I was like, well, what's really going on with this? And then and that was earlier. I don't know if they've changed it. I haven't checked it in a little bit. But I was surprised at that. And the fact that he's just not all the way down to 0 or 1 or 2, to show Williams.
Yep.
Like what's going on in Chicago, and I'm excited for this. I know a lot of people spent a lot of fab on Williams, and I was able to sit there with Helbert and wait, and then all of a sudden he came through. I played him last week. I loved it.
Who's that one guy you looking to do well this week, fantasy guy?
Well, I'm biased, so I need Kamara to come with it again. You don't have to run it. You don't have to run it, but I need you to catch a lot of passes. Hey, I watched even Seattle shut that down last night. Like, they got tired of seeing the screenplay. They're like, nah, we ain't doing this. I'm not gonna keep watching this happen.
Yeah,
so, but I need them to find some way to get the ball in his hands. So I hope he do well, so I can continue to continue my chase after Roman player who's in the top of my division. Roman player has voodoo because he goes against people that have like the worst days. Like, these people never score over 120 points.
I'll take it.
Yeah, he got voodoo.
I'm a little bit better than that. I think last week the guy only scored like 80 points, but I mean, you can't do nothing about that. I
know that, but I mean,
I tell you, don't get me wrong. No, I'm real though. I understand. I looked at my schedule ahead of time, and I really looked at it, was like, I might only win 4 more games. And I guess I got in cushion. So
you got a nice cushion though. So
yeah.
You guys go on a winning spree, because y'all could win 3-4 games in a row. And
I would need to win out basically to catch up with Roman, because he doing that well. He only lost 1 game, right?
I think just one. Mm-hmm.
Was the Marquise Brown and the Colts and Ravens. Lamar Jackson throwing for a franchise record. It took a franchise record to give me a loss. I understand. I got it with help, man. Monday Night Miracles, 2 of them. I had Adams get shut down. Like, Rodgers and Adams both got shut down on the same, the night that I needed them to get less than 20 points, and they did that. I had already counted that as a loss.
Right.
You got blessed. You blessed, man. That's what I could definitely tell you. You blessed. That week you only had like 2 points. I can't remember, but I watched every play. I was like, and every time that ball in the air, I'm like, who the hell is that to?
The guy I'm looking at this week is Devonta Smith, and the reason why I'm looking at Devonta Smith is because he is so perplexing. Some weeks he can come up with 7 for 100 yards. Other times he come up with 2 for 69. It's just, I know he leads Philadelphia in targets, but at the same point, you expect for him to meet a score, because a lot of scores 12, 13, 14 that they project him to get. But yet, when you look at the final product, he's all over the place this season. So that's why I'm sort of kind of see what he can do, see if he can get back on track this week. So that's a guy I'm looking at. Anything else we want to get out there before we leave for the evening? Anything you guys want to get out there? Social media handles, anything like that?
Well, my social media handle is cut off, but that one fantasy guy, so hey, that's
oh my goodness gracious. You guys can follow me on Twitter at WillieMorg7, WILLIMORG, and the number 7. If there's nothing else, I want to thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget, you guys can catch us on the Beyond the Headlines podcast with Renee Washington, Fox Sports 96.9 FM at 13:40 a.m. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you guys next week. Everyone have a great week. Have a safe week, and take care.
Only on Beyond the Headlines. This is Beyond the Headlines. Only on Beyond the Headlines. This is Beyond the Headlines. Only on Beyond the Headlines. This is Beyond the Headlines with Renee Washington.